So you guys, I am on my way to the OG. It's so sad because I did my video the other day about how God told me one of my residents was gonna die, and one of my residents died, and I'm never gonna see him again. Like, it's very sad, you know. Like, I've had connections with certain residents and stuff like that, but like, this is one of my favorite residents. Like, literally, like, it's like they kind of like didn't like take me in, but like there's a warmth to them, you know, for me that they have. I love his wife, you know. So when I heard of him passing, you know, it was very sad, you know. I cried for like a few minutes, you know. I think I handle death really well compared to a lot of people. I think my sadness is more when people leave my life and they're still alive, because I know they're actually here and they choose not to be here, rather than people who die because their life is over. I grieve more heavily with that. And yeah, so it's kind of crazy that he's not gonna be here anymore, you know. Sometimes for me, like, it's like I have a hard time imagining some people not in my life, like, because, you know, like, for instance, like, me and Deshaun got into this huge argument like last week. It was so bad. And we've never had an argument like this in the whole years of our life, like, ever. And after the argument, like, I literally, like, not even a few minutes later, I was like, I am so sorry for anything that I said, you know, like, I forgive you for anything that you've done, like, you know, like, I'm so sorry, you know, because I was angry, I was bitter towards everything that, you know, happened between us. Like, you know, like, you left me with this condo, like, you know, I know you're scared, I know you're fearful, you know, I know all this stuff is going on, but like, after the argument, I just apologized, because, and I told him I loved him, and, you know, like, you know, and that, you know, I didn't mean any of the stuff that I said, and I apologize for all the stuff that I said, because I said some really mean stuff. But, you know, like, I was so afraid that tomorrow would come and I would never hear from him again, or, you know, he could die or something could happen. And the last things I said to him were so hurtful and mean, and, you know, like, tomorrow's never promised. And like, 3 people that I've known have died in the last 2 weeks, and it is so sad. Like, it's sad. But like, I just want to say to you guys, like, if you love someone and you care about someone, you know, make sure that you treat them with love and kindness, and make sure that you let them know how much you love them and appreciate them every single night, because tomorrow is never promised. And, you know, like, tomorrow is never promised, and you don't want those last words to be the last words that you regret saying, and the person is gone. You know, you'll never have them in your life ever again. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. And, you know, we have our friendship again, you know, and, you know, that's what we do. We care about each other, we love each other very much. And you know, we've been around for so long, and, you know, I've never in all my years blown up the way I blew up. Like, I was just so hurt and damaged, and, you know, but it still was uncalled for, because at the end of the day, like, you know, I care about him, and I would never want to be standing above his grave, just living with that regret, and having to apologize over and over and over again for the rest of my life. Like, you know, I remember, like I said, I got into that car accident, and that's why I had to get a new car. And You know, like, is it really worth it? Some things are not really worth it. You know, I don't care about how much money I had to spend to come out of my pocket for, you know, moving into the condo. I don't care that I'm having a hard time, you know, with my bills. You know, God has got me covered. There's not enough money in the world that could ever get him back. There's not enough, you know, things, you know, there's not enough material things in this world that will ever, you know, like, I don't care. Like, it's sad about, you know, I still have a wedding dress, I still have all this other stuff, but there's not enough money in the world that if anything was to ever happen to him, that I'd say, you know, like, this is more important, because his life is more important to me than that. You know, a life is a life. Money comes and goes, you know. You know, people, I work with millionaires at the OG, you know what I'm saying? And this woman is a millionaire, but I'll let you know that there's not enough money in this world that you know, can heal her pain, you know, that she's feeling right now, you know. It doesn't change that, you know. A life is a life. And so I just encourage you guys to appreciate the people that you have in your life, because, and spend all the time with them that you can, because tomorrow's never promised. Tomorrow is never promised. And forgive, let go, forgive and let go, and restore relationships, reconcile, because and always tell the person you love that you love them and care about them, and let them know this always, because you don't want to live with regret of those words that could be so hurtful and that you'll be living with for the rest of your life. I love you guys very, very much. Until we meet again. Peace, y'all.